Ninja Combi 12-in-1 Multi-Cooker and Oven SFP700UK Review. The Ninja Combi 12-in-1 Multi-Cooker and Oven SFP700UK is a fantastic air fryer and combi cooker that's versatile and makes speedy meals in minutes. It's well built, offers consistently excellent results across its voluminous amount of cooking modes, and while expensive, is the appliance to go for larger families who want food fast. Pros: Combi Meals feature ideal for cooking big, basic meals. Solid, easy-to-clean accessories. Superb documentation. Cons: potentially steep usability curve, affects most functions. Cleaning oven can be difficult. Design and features. For what is fundamentally a very large box, with rounded corners, the Combi looks excellent, with a gray chassis that's remarkably well built. It's a hefty oven, at 10.5 kilograms, but is comprised of hard plastics and metal where warranted. As much as this is a heavy appliance, its 390 mm width and 380 mm depth combined, with a modest 330 mm height, means it doesn't take up much more space than a conventional dual-zone air fryer, such as my trusty Ninja AF400UK. In addition, its 12.5-liter capacity makes it larger than any other product Ninja manufactures, in terms of cooking space. It offers more versatility with that space than any conventional air fryer or multi-cooker could. The versatility is largely down to the fact this oven can cook on 2 levels, as with some other air fryer ovens of a similar capacity, although it's the clever Combi tech which sets the Combi apart. Essentially, you can cook items on the top underneath a heating element, in a similar vein to a normal air fryer, and cook items such as a pasta sauce or a risotto in the bottom, with added water to create steam, which means you can have entire meals in a matter of minutes. With this in mind, the Combi is easy to program with a large, button-operated control panel on the right-hand side of the door. There are 12 functions to choose from, split between 2 sides, thanks to a switch on the top of the cooker, ranging from the dedicated Combi modes, Combi Meals, Combi Crisp and Combi Bake, to a rice/pasta and steam setting. The right-hand side functions are more standard air fryer functions including grill, air fry and bake, although the Combi can also act as a slow cooker and as a hob for searing and sautéing food, much like the Sauté rice cooker can. The buttons present for selecting functions, combined with the small switch on top, makes the Combi especially easy to use. Depending on the function you use, the Combi can hit a max temp of 240 degrees Celsius, such as on grill, while on the sear/sauté setting, its temperature control instead takes the form of numbers from 1 to 5, as an induction hob does. Other cooking means offer less granular control, such as the rice/pasta, where you simply select either option, and let the Combi cook until it thinks it's done. Ninja includes a large ceramic roasting tin, which is used for cooking pasta, rice and other items on the bottom of the Combi, or paired with a crisper plate for air frying larger items. This is an excellent addition, and feels like a quality pan, while its associated crisper plate is also of the typical Ninja sturdiness. For cooking proteins or meat for instance, the Combi also comes with a smaller bake tray, which slides in on the top level of the cooker. This too feels sturdy, as does the Combi's door, which shuts with a satisfying click, and has a large window for viewing what you're cooking. There is also a light inside, which illuminates the entire cooking area well. While food cooks, there is a full minutes and seconds readout, while Ninja also bundles a comprehensive manual and guidebook with recipes to get you started. The unit does preheat, but only on some modes, such as with the Combi modes. When it builds steam up, on the likes of the air fry mode, there isn't a preheat and it works right away. The light inside also turns on in the final minute of cooking, which is handy. Ninja Combi Multi-Cooker Review, Performance. After weeks of testing recipes from Ninja and other sources, we concluded that Combi Meals, which use the Combi Cooker Pan, alone or with the bake tray, are the best use of the Combi. A voluminous pasta bake, serving at least 6 really hungry people, with marinara sauce, sausage, and potatoes, needed only 5 minutes of prep, and emerged thoroughly cooked, and with the ideal consistency 15 minutes later. Another dinner consisting of a tray full of charred chicken thighs and mountains of moist, fluffy rice was just as satisfying and really sold us on the unique virtues of the Combi. Unfortunately, not a lot else did. Combi Crisp made piles of highly credible French fries, though the air fryer only versions were dry and overdone, but the design of the crisper tray, with its centrally located recessed handle, made it easy to break or mush fries while tossing or removing them, and difficult to remove from the cooker pan. The crisper tray was far better with bigger items, such as when steaming corn on the cob. The shallowness of the Combi Cooker Pan was not ideal for cooking steak sous vide, and its depth and positioning in the oven aren't ideal for use with Sauté/Sear. Slow cooker functionality was right on the edge, meat loaf just barely cooked through. We'd recommend erring on the high side timing-wise, and keep one of the best meat thermometers handy. Pay close attention with oven tasks, too. The broiler tends toward overheating, and blows lighter stuff around. A pan full of toast came out monstrously uneven, on both the light and medium settings, and borderline burnt on the latter. Chocolate chip cookies cooked far quicker than their stated time and yet were still too dark. Ditto a simple chocolate cake, baking 1 8-inch layer at a time is slow, to begin with, and using Combi Bake will further muck with your mix or recipe. A deep dish pizza got completely cooked on top, but the crust remained undesirably soft and greasy. Cleaning is a mixed bag, too. The 3 inserts can all go in the dishwasher, which is a huge plus, but the Combi's interior must be cleaned by hand with a damp cloth, which the sheer number of nooks and crannies makes an irritation. You can break up baked-in grease or other matter by running the steam cycle on the empty oven first, but then you're warned to avoid the oven's sealing. Good luck with that. The Combi Crisp setting was tested with a lamb roast and root vegetables recipe, which involved a small lamb roasting joint, as well as some Jersey Royal potatoes, carrots, broccolini, and beans. Initially, it went on the crisper plate, in the roasting tin with some water, in the tin at 180 degrees Celsius, for 45 minutes. The potatoes were cooked in 18 minutes, with no parboiling required, while the broccoli and beans cooked in another 10 minutes, with the entire plate of food, lamb included, cooking in just under half an hour. The lamb was on the pinker side, but had lots of flavor and was especially tender. For another Combi Meals test, I cooked some Wagyu meatballs on the bake tray, and a tomato pasta sauce adapted from the Combi's recipe book on the bottom, at 190 degrees for 20 minutes. I also added a homemade garlic baguette wrapped in foil in the final 10 minutes. The meatballs cooked in 13 minutes, while after 17 minutes, the sauce was moved on to sauté on level 5, for a few minutes to thicken up. The sauce was full of flavor, with an excellent consistency, while the garlic bread had a soft inside, with a crispy outside. Excellent. Should you buy it? Whether the Ninja Combi will reduce and improve the time you spend cooking depends exclusively on what and how much you make. If you have a big family with varying tastes, and you need to keep prep time down to 5 minutes or less, not even the Instant Pot will get you to dinner faster. But although its functions do generally work, most will require the kind of experimentation that devices like the Combi are ostensibly created to eliminate. And if you don't know much about timing and temperatures to begin with, the conversions aren't going to be things you'll want to sink your teeth into. For most people, a classic multi-cooker or an air fryer is likely a better choice than the Ninja Combi, as they're quicker and easier ways to cook a wider variety of foods. However, if you're super pressed for space or patience due to a bevy of starving, complaining children and a frantic schedule, the Combi will get you where you need to be, but not a great deal further.